Thank you so much for being here, and thank you all for being here. Can you explain why you are in favor of confirming Mike Pompeo to the head of a Tea Party Republican with a history of statements that are both Islamophobic and in favor of torture?
And he's a
it goes back to what I said originally. We're going to have terrific fights with the extremism and the bad policies and the conflicts of interest of this administration. We're going to have a lot of them. And I'm all in on those fights, as you, I think, know from my record. We also have, I think, a significant national security risk. We've got Russia, which has already interfered in our election with essentially psychological warfare against our population, enabled by a hack of the DNC emails. We have cyber war happening fairly full time against us in various ways, and it's a kind of dangerous world out there. And not only do we have the outside threats...
Does that make torture okay?
No.
Okay.
Of course not.
How can you morally, as a moral person, vote for a man that endorses torture?
He doesn't. He said he's not going to do
Yes, he
that.
does. Yes, he does.
No, his testimony was clear. His testimony was clear. Look,
Are you willing to step down as senator?
Let him answer. Will you please let him answer?
I was the...
You're willing to step down?
Of course. Other than Dianne Feinstein, nobody worked harder on the Senate torture report than I did. Nobody put in more time. Nobody put in more effort. Nobody went after the Justice Department harder. Nobody went after the intelligence community harder. Nobody went harder. I can assure you of that. What I also need, though, is to know that when a wildly stupid, dangerous, or illegal idea comes flying out of the White House, that there will be some people there to say no. I believe Pompeo will say no. He was never a Trump guy, he was a Rubio guy. He's trusted in the intelligence community aside from his politics, and I think he's part of a firewall around the crazy excesses potentially coming out of a Trump White House. My first order of business, safety first. That's my first order of business. Once I feel that our national security apparatus is protected from wildly stupid, dangerous, and illegal things out of the White House, then we can fight over the policy stuff. He does not have a policy position. I do not like him. I'm going to fight on a lot of this stuff, but my first responsibility is to the safety of this country, and having that firewall around the White House I consider to be a very significant thing, even if I don't disagree with those people. You can disagree with me, and we'll watch this guy carefully because his politics are opposite than mine, but my read is that the first test they passed on this torture memo, that they pushed back quietly to the White House and said, knock it off. And it worked.